still smell it. Mark Nash, Michael Gross. Michael Gross, the boss, the boss. My nigga, my brother. Let's get this shit done, Mike. Mike Gross, the boss. This is Mike on Sports. Competition, same time smoke. When it comes to debating, he's one of the greatest. Put him on the overkill him in their Vegas. If you missed the show, make it. Just log on and click the playlist. That boy always working, not to be played with. Subscribe in the bell for the latest. Mike Gross, the boss. Mike right there from first Bitcoin. Mike Gross, he call it how he see it. You lost. Big games, big fights, rolling dubs. You like the content, hater. Click the thumbs up. Cashapp, go check, go all do your research first before call.
Been waiting on. Yes, I am back. Yo, what up, people? Welcome back to another edition of Mike on Sports. I'm your host. I go by the name of Mike Gross, man. Big ups to that 501 and that 317, man. Y'all know how I get down. Little Rock, Indianapolis, we are back in the motherfucking building. Yes, sir. And I'm back with another one, man. Shout out to everybody out in the chat, man. We back with another one. Real quick update. Showtime Boxing has unveiled their schedule, and it looks pretty nice. They got starting May 15th, Louis Neary, Brandon Figueroa. May 29th, we got Nordine Abuali versus Nonito Donnell. June 19th, we got Jamal Charlo versus Juan Montel. What the fuck his name is. Then we got Chris Colbert versus Yurokis Gamboa. We got Jamel Charlo versus Brian Castano. Guillermo Rigondeaux versus John Riel Casamaro. David Benavidez versus Jose Uzcategui. And Stephen Fulton, winner of Neary and Figueroa. So that should be that's a nice little schedule right there, man. Nice little boxing schedule right there. Get your appetite wet for the summer. Looks good. I mean, looks good. Looks good to me. Some fights on there that I do got a problem with, but it's not the show for that. Let's go on and get out to while you guys are all here. We got the Ben Askren, Jake Paul press conference that we're going to review. We got the Tony Harrison and Brian Perella. And we got Liam Smith and Demetrius Andrade press conference that we are all going to review. So get your popcorn ready, man. Get your motherfucking popcorn ready, y'all. Yes, sir. Mike on Sports, baby. Y'all know how we do it out there. Let me go ahead and go out to my screen and shit right quick. I don't think nobody want to hear from Ivan, do we? I mean, I don't really want to hear from Ivan myself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let Ivan just go by the wayside. I'm gonna let Ivan just go by the wayside. We're gonna fast forward to Ben Askren. Out to Ben Askren.
Gets together. Okay, Joe Lee has the first question.
Performances around. What do you make of the whole fight week so far? And are you excited for the event as a whole rather than just the fight at hand?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's a fight, right? It's not an event for me. If I was a fan or something, I might feel differently. But listen, I'm getting into a boxing ring, as funny as that sounds, and fighting on Saturday night. So I'm not kind of getting into all the hoopla and stuff. But I know the people who are. I have 10 guest passes, and they are all very excited for Justin Bieber and some of the other people.
And seeing the background you've come from in mixed martial arts, it's very different to the boxing fight. And I know that you're a very chilled out person. Do you actually dislike Jake Paul?
I would say I'm more indifferent to Jake. I think there's a part of me that still thinks what he's doing is kind of an act, or a show he puts on. I'd say if who he acts like is his real person, then yeah, he's probably kind of a shit person. But I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's just an act.
And if you were to
but
win,
even hold on, even if he was a shit person, I guess I would still be pretty indifferent to that. I mean, there's a lot of shit people in the world.
I would have to agree. I think I think it is an act that Jake Paul puts on, but I also think that Jake Paul is a damn good fighter. I think Jake Paul is a damn good fighter for the level that he's at, and being better, take him seriously.
and if you were to win on Saturday, a lot of people would thank you because there's a lot of hatred towards Jake Paul. Would you prefer, although it does sound very strange, would you prefer to win on Saturday than lose to Jorge Masvidal in the manner you did?
Wait, well, sorry. That was kind of a confusing question. Can you say it one more time?
Would you prefer to win on Saturday night and have a lot of praise from people who...
What kind of question is that, man? Would you rather win or get knocked out the way you did against Jorge Masvidal? What kind of question is that, bro? Man, they got to get some better dudes on this shit, man. You asking them the most idiotic question you can ask a motherfucker.
Who dislike Jake Paul, or would you prefer of that win over Jorge Masvidal?
That's good. Well, I would pick, obviously, if I could rewind history, to beat Masvidal, because if I beat Masvidal, I was fighting for the UFC title, and that was pretty much the only belt in mixed martial arts that I didn't win. So I would obviously reverse that.
Mm-hmm. All right, thank you. Cheers.
Oh, okay. He was saying, would you rather win, beat Jake Paul, or go back and change history? I thought he said, do you want to get knocked out the way? Because he said he got knocked. I mean, I heard knockout. I heard you, nigga, you got knocked the fuck out.
Mm-hmm. All right, thanks very much. Next, I have Theo Saloon. Theo.
Hey, how's it going?
What's
first
up?
Things first. Appreciate you for showering. I know we can't smell you, but you look clean, and that's nice.
Well, actually, you know what? I don't wear deodorant, and I don't have body odor. So, even though my hair might be messy, you will never ever smell me because body odor doesn't exist on me. We should probably have our contracts reversed. I'm sure Jake's getting some kind of pay-per-view bonus, and I'm carrying the fucking promotion of this fight. Jake ain't promoting shit. You go look at the fight on TV. Jake's got 50,000 views, and I got 1.2 million. Triller, maybe they can send me a $2 million bonus afterwards. Because the promotion of this fight is squarely on my shoulders. Jake's not doing his job.
So you'd say he's not talking enough trash in advance.
Yeah, not talking enough trash, and the trash he does talk, it's very poor.
All right, got you. Appreciate you.
They're pretty funny.
All right, next we have Boxing Social.
Ames here for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. How you doing, Ben? You all right?
I'm doing pretty well.
Good to hear. You fought in your recent fights. Well, it will be Jake Paul coming at the weekend, and you've had Jorge Masvidal in the past. Two big personalities. Out of the two, who would you say has been harder to deal with?
Deal with in what way?
Mentally, in terms of approaching the fight, everything encompassing like dealing with the fight.
Then I would consider doing it again.
They count on you to count him.
But I don't really think it's great. So I'm ready to fight on Saturday night.
All the best, Ben. Pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you.
Great. Next we have Shaquille Majori.
I don't want to be famous. Point. This fight is very
one side.
I don't know. So this guy.
Regis.
Hello,
What up,
Regis, how are you?
Reg?
I'm good, bro.
What up,
How's everything?
Regis?
I'm good too, man. Thank you. My first question, people talk a lot about Jake Paul's bringing in this new audience, this younger audience. My question, have you felt that? Do you see younger people and all that just suddenly interested in this fight of yours rather than previous ones?
Yeah, of course. I definitely feel it. I mean, first off, starting off, I was at his brother's fight in LA. And when I was over there, man, like, yeah, for Logan Paul and KSI in LA, and the stadium was packed. And it wasn't the same regular boxing fans that's always there. It was, I mean, kids, I'm talking about 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, not with their parents. They all running around, so that's a big, big difference from regular boxing fans. So I definitely feel it, with this fight too.
There's some people, they seem to get mad. It's like, oh, like, what are they doing to boxing? Like, now the real boxers have to fight for the quote honor of boxing. I mean, you're one of the quote unquote legit guys. Is this a problem, or is this just all a good thing because they're bringing attention and bringing money?
It's all a good thing, man. When you bringing attention and bringing the money, how can you be mad, right? For me, it's a good thing. If Jennifer Lopez could have fought on his card, I'm pretty sure she would have did the same thing, and then what people to say. So, listen, I think it's all around. For me, it's an all around good thing that you got, somebody like Jake Paul that's coming into boxing, and they bring in more fans. I think it's a good thing. And even like I'm sorry to cut you off. Even like the legends, I watch, the hot boxing with Mike Tyson. He said, he likes it. Sugar Ray Leonard likes it. Tommy Hearns likes it. So I think it's, for me, if I approve of it, and if they approve of it, then the regular boxing fans should too.
My final question: you're obviously fighting earlier in the night.
I ain't got no problem with it. I really ain't got no problem with it, bro. I really look. If we gonna keep it a buck, let's keep it a buck. If we gonna keep it a buck, let's keep it a buck right quick. All right, let's keep it a buck real quick. You showed me a fight on there outside of Gervonta Davis and Jermell Charlo that's going to drop more eyeballs than Jake Paul and Ben Askren. That's going to bring more money in than Jake Paul and Ben Askren. That got the kind of appeal that Jake Paul and Ben Askren got. Showtime got a whole schedule. It may be 2 fights on there that got more appeal than Jake Paul and Ben Askren. Let's keep it a buck now. Keep it all the way 100. Not how you feel as your little bubble, but how the world feels. Numbers don't lie. If people can lie, your feelings can lie. Numbers don't lie. And when those numbers pour in for that pay-per-view, and those numbers come in for Showtime Boxing, which their numbers haven't been that good lately, then we ask about who is a draw and who's not a draw. And who hurting boxing and who not hurting boxing. Boxing been hurting a long time before these dudes start doing this. Let's be real. Boxing been hurting a long time before these dudes start doing this shit. We been not getting the fights we want. We've been asking, give us the big fight. Give us the big fight. Give us the big fight. Boxing been suffering. So don't blame it on Jake Paul and goddamn Ben Askren or Logan Paul or whatever YouTuber want to box. KSI. It's good for the sport, man. It's good for the sport.
What would be your message to those fans who are, hey, I'm going to show up for Jake Paul? What's your message for them to tune in early to watch you guys throw down?
I mean, you definitely got to watch me. You watching the call, you definitely got to watch me, bro, because, I'm former world champion. I think, I'm former world champion, and I'm going to go out there and do my thing. Everybody that know me, they know, I bring the heat. Every time I fight, I'm going to bring the smoke. So definitely tune in for me because, I'm going to do my thing.
Hey, thank you and good luck.
No problem.
Gabriel, thank you. Next up is Boxing Social.
James here for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. How you doing, Regis? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Yes, sir.
Good to hear. Is there a lesson here to be learned for boxers about promotion, self-promotion? Jake's at the top of the card. He's earning that trail of money as well. Should boxers be looking to learn from Jake and put themselves in the spotlight like he has done?
That's a great question. Absolutely. I definitely think everybody should, man. You know what? I'm actually starting to do it with myself now. You got to invest in yourself. That's one thing. All fighters, when they're coming up, people come to me on my Instagram all the time asking me, what should I do? What should I do? I'm telling them, bro, like, invest in yourself, invest in your career. just because you sign with a promoter, that don't mean they gonna promote you. Like you could promote yourself, you know. And somebody that said that a long time ago, I never listened, with somebody like Adrian Broner. That's somebody that, you know, he sucks right now. He's not that good, but he's still getting big. He's still getting big money to fight, basically, and because he promoted himself, right? So I think that everybody.
Damn, why Regis coming at Regis coming at AB like that, man? Damn, why Regis coming at AB like that? Why Regis coming at AB like that, man? Damn, why Regis coming at AB like he said he suck, he ain't that good? Damn, Regis. What AB do to you, Regis?
Like you could promote yourself, you know. And somebody that said that a long time ago, I never listened, with somebody like Adrian Broner. That's somebody that, you know, he sucks right now. He's not that good, but he's still getting big. He's still getting big money to fight, basically.
That nigga said he suck right now. He ain't that good.
And because he promoted himself, right? So I think that every fighter should definitely invest in themselves and promote themselves. Self-promotion, you have to do it yourself, right? Because just because you sign with a promoter, you might fight at my level, you might fight, you know, 2 or 3 times a year, most of the time 2 times a year. And, you know, outside of that, what are you? Who are you? Right? You're just doing regular stuff. So I think everybody should definitely self-promote themselves and invest in their career.
As part of the promotion of this fight, there's been talk about the sparring session that you guys had about a year ago. Can you tell us what happened in that sparring? Does that give you that confidence coming into the fight?
Oh man, you know, so when me and Ivan spar, you know, first off, you know, you're supposed to keep sparring, you know, you're supposed to keep that in the gym, but I'm not gonna tell you about the sparring. But so when me and Ivan sparred, I walked in the gym one day. I was like, you know what? I talked to Shane Moses. I was training him at the time, and I was like, man, let me spar with no headgear. Shane was like, nah, you need to put the headgear on and stuff. And let's just say it was a good sparring session. He bust my nose. That's what he said. You know, which everybody know me in sparring. My nose always bust. So I think that's what he's counting on for this fight. So I mean, hey, let's leave it like that.
I was speaking to Ben Askren moments ago. We all were, and he said,
"Oh, Regis, you ain't tell me he bust your shit, Regis. You ain't tell me he bust your shit, dog."
He might try to bite Jake coming into this fight, but Red Catch infamously tried to take a piece out of Danny Garcia in their fight. Have you accounted for and prepared for any of those types of underhanded tactics for fight night?
Yeah, man, I don't know. You know what, Ivan, bro, you never know what's gonna happen, bro. Ivan you're a little off sometimes, you know. But yeah, if he bite me, I might bite his ass back. That's just know that he bite me, I'm gonna fucking bite him back. That's all.
And if you come through this fight, how far away do you think you are from title contention? And are you looking at trying to win a title at super light? Are you looking at welterweight? Because you're at 142 for this fight, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 142 for this fight. Yeah. Yeah. After this, we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. Like in boxing, you just never know the landscape. You never know how things gonna play out. So, after this, I'll talk to my management team and see what's next for me. But yeah, I want to be a champion again at 140. So, you know, we'll see. But if they offer me something big at 147, we'll see that also. So I can do either one.
Is Broner still in the equation? Where's the Broner factor here for you?
I think Broner is definitely still in the equation. You know, that's a fight I've been calling out for like 5 years now. So I think that's definitely the Broner fight is definitely in the equation. I think it'll be.
That nigga, he don't want to fight you, Regis. He don't want to fight you, Regis. He gonna whoop you gonna whoop his ass too bad. He ain't gonna fight you, Regis. He ain't gonna fight Rougarou. He ain't fighting the Rougarou.
A huge fight between me and him. You know, we both talk a lot of shit to each other. So I think that'll be a real big fight. So yeah, after this, you know, maybe it could be Broner, maybe we'll see. We'll see who else.
Finally, I just want to get your thoughts on the mega fight that's coming up in the super lightweight division. You're looking at Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez. Just get your thoughts on that fight.
Oh man, I got Josh Taylor winning. I mean, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a good fight. You can't never count out Jose Ramirez because both of them have so much to fight for. Both of them are fighting. You know, for Jose will be the first Mexican ever with 4 belts, and Josh Taylor will be the first person from Scotland with 4 belts. So both of them are fighting for a lot. I think it's gonna be about will, but I think as far as skills wise, Josh Taylor is. You know, he has more skills than Jose Ramirez. So I go with Josh Taylor.
I wish you all the best at the weekend. Thank you, Regis.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Next up, we have Joe Lee.
Hi, mate. How are you?
Good, man.
Good. So first question I have for you is, do you understand why you are on the undercard of Paul Askren, or are you frustrated that it takes
up in my career, to be honest? So for me, Saturday that's my main focus. Like my own marketing team out there.
Again in the UK very soon after that last fantastic fight with Josh Taylor.
Coming fighters or anybody, you know, just stick. You know, that's why I got to where I am today. If I'm not worried about that, like I'm gonna go out there and do me. I'm not worried about, you know, I'm prepared.
All right, we're cool. All right, let's get Jake Paul. I'll get Jake Paul. We already passed.
To eventually fight.
Jake.
Hey, Jake Bennett here with Music News and Rumors. It's good to be talking to a fellow Jake. How's it going?
Yes, sir. I like that name.
Your fame as an
Going
internet
good.
star precedes you going into this weekend. What do you have to say to people who think you might not be ready for such a high-profile fight?
Tune in and see if I am or not. Find out for yourself. TrillerFightClub.com. Order that pay-per-view because if you're not watching, you're the one missing out. And look, I've dedicated the past 18 months of my life to this, and we've been in serious training camp, sparring world champions. So you're gonna see if I'm ready or not.
I know you're here for the fight, but there's a lot of fanfare going on in Atlanta around the event. Have you seen a musical lineup, and which artists are you most excited to see and maybe even meet this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, that's the beautiful thing about this event is
Like KSI saying, "Oh, do the world a favor and knock Jake Paul out." I'm wondering, you know, one, is all of that kind of like hate fueling you? Is that a motivating factor?
yeah, for sure. I use it all as gasoline in the gas tank to work harder every single day. And I know that going into this fight. And I know that for the past 3 fights I've had is everyone wants to see Jake Paul lose. And that's why I work so hard every single day and surround myself with the best team and take this so seriously because this fight means everything. You know, losing is not an option, quite literally. It just isn't an option in my head, and it's not it's not going to happen. And I've put in the work, and that's why I'm confident in my ability and confident that I will come out on top.
Yeah, I feel that. And then are there any like kind of comments or people in particular that you kind of have bookmarked in your mind? Like, oh, I can't wait to kind of like show them wrong.
No. They have, like you said, motivated me.
Fred, how you doing, Jake? You all right?
Yes, sir. Chilling, enjoying the moment, man. This is crazy. You know, headlining a fight and my 3rd fight.
Hey, man, one thing you got to admit, though, man. One thing you got to admit, right? Like Jake Paul, hate Jake Paul, don't even care about him. One thing you got to admit, the way this motherfucker can market himself, the way he got a pay-per-view headlining, a pay-per-view in his, 4th fight? His 3rd fight? Come on, man. Like I gotta take my hat off to him. I maybe you ain't the greatest boxer, but man, when it comes to that business, when it comes to the motherfucking the ink on the paper, boy, you a bad boy. You a bad boy. I ain't gonna lie to you. Pay-per-view, go out and get it. Triller Fight Club TV.
And it's massive. I mean, Justin Bieber's performing, and this could be one of the biggest pay-per-view events in history. So just enjoying the moment. Happy to be here.
I've got a couple of questions for you. Jake, this boxing path that you're on right now, there's this expectation from the fans who are watching this for you to eventually fight KSI. It's in the comments, it's in the socials. They'll type for you to fight KSI. Like, have you had any contact with KSI in the lead up to this fight, and do you think he still wants to fight you?
I don't really want to talk about him anymore.
Okay. And with that said, like, as you delve deeper into the fight game, you've been training from the first time you put on the gloves to now. There are levels in the sport. You've got your domestic, international, world-class, elite. What level do you see yourself at now, and what level do you think people see you as?
I see myself as an elite fighter right now, a young prospect with a lot of motivation, a lot of hunger. And I think people see me as a shitty amateur. So there's a sort of a big difference, and there's a big gap in between where I'm actually at and what the general audience will think. But I'm excited again to show my ability on Saturday against Ben, who is a world-class fighter.
All right, next up is Jeremy Horigas. Jeremy.
Hi, Jake. How you doing?
Good, man. Good.
So you're kind of talking about how people interpret you as a boxer, but the odds actually have you as the favorite right now. Do you think that's a testament that people are seeing and seeing your boxing talent and taking it as legitimate?
Yeah. I mean, someone asked me this yesterday. They were like, how is the guy who's 19-2, an Olympic athlete, a two-time NCAA champion, how is he the proposed underdog? So it is pretty funny that in my third pro fight, I'm coming in as the favorite against this guy who they're calling world class, but then the people want to say, oh, I'm not a fighter. I think people need to sort of make up their minds, but I've been putting in the work, and I think people can see that.
Looking at this from a strategic standpoint, you have several inches on him in height, reach, and weight. How big of a factor is that going to be going into this fight?
I think it'll be massive. You know, Ben's not used to fighting at this weight. And that's another thing that people aren't even talking about. They talk about his cardio being so good, but he's lugging around an extra 25 pounds coming out of retirement. I'm ready to go into deep waters. He's used to fighting guys his same height. Masvidal, you know, I've been training with Masvidal a bit, and it's like I'm towering over Masvidal. That's the type of guys that Ben is used to fighting. And people always say when they meet me, they're like, damn, you're big. You're bigger than I thought, all the time. And so that'll play a huge factor. And he won't be able to get close to me. He won't be able to do all the things that he's planning on doing. He's talking about coming in with defense and pressure. That pressure and him coming forward is going to get him knocked out.
All right, next up is Gabriel Gonzalez. Gabriel.
Hey, Jake, there's been so much with the pre-fight and everything. I'm wondering, in your opinion, what is people's biggest misconception about you?
Everything. How much time do you have? People don't understand me. They don't get me. And I don't think they maybe ever will. I have a tattoo on the back of my neck. Says, I wish I could explain, because I wish I could explain. If I could talk to you guys for hours on hours and become your friend, you would maybe start to understand me, and my inner circle understands me, and the closest people around me understand me. My family understands me, and they get what I'm trying to do. But the world doesn't know who Jake Paul is, and maybe I like it that way.
I think you've done a great job of getting people to tune in, right? You've done that with your performances, but also just the way, you've promoted these fights. What is your biggest advice? Because obviously a lot of these prize fighters want to do the same thing. They want more attention to make more money. What, in your opinion, is the key to it? Is it playing into the heel role? Is it...
Fuck that, man. We don't. It's too much. It's too much ass kissing in that Jake Paul press conference, man. I want to get to some disrespectful shit. Yeah.
Wait for this fight. The World Middleweight Championship goes down Saturday night in Miami, live on DAZN all around the world. The World Middleweight Champion, Demetrius Andrade, taking on his mandatory challenger, Liam Williams from Wales. I'm going to start with Francis Warren. Francis, great to be working with you in Queensbury. Welcome. And this is a big moment for you guys. You fancy this fight, don't you? I know the team, supremely confident. Liam's looked outstanding in his recent fights. Could have a new world champion on Saturday.
I'm very, very confident about it. And, you know, thanks for the warm welcome. I think for me, Liam Williams is world class. And, you know, it's just obviously, this is a huge opportunity for him to prove that. A really aggression, raw talent. Believe in Liam, always have done.
Exactly that. And obviously, thanks and great.
Well, you see him to do. He has to take the fight to.
He can fight when he needs to fight and he can box when he needs to box.
No disrespect to the former opponent.
We know we're going to win. We've been
because his reputation of spiting him that. Expecting a tough fight on Saturday?
Well, every fight's a tough fight. I mean, nobody comes in there to lose. Everybody's going to do their best. He's going to try to put a lot of pressure on us. Been there, done that. I only feel like he's a one-dimensional fighter. All he can do is come forward. We will spin him, talk to him. We will do everything we have to do. He's not going to be able to put his pressure on. And I don't think he has the footwork to keep up with Demetrius.
Okay.
No disrespect to the former opponents that he's faced, but do you feel that sometimes Demetrius needs that little bit of spiting him, that little bit of excitement to raise his game? A lot of people talk about Demetrius. We know how hard it's been to get him the Charlo fight, to get him the Golovkin fight, to get him the Canelo fight, because his reputation in the sport in the US as one of the best amateurs, one of the best world champions as well. But do you see a little bit of excitement and spite in him to fight Liam Williams? Is we going to see a little bit of spite from Demetrius Andrade on Saturday?
I don't think anybody's seen Bubble's best fight yet, and nobody's brought it out of him. Bubble has it in him to perform even at a higher level, and somebody's got to bring it out of him. If he's the one, congratulations, bring it out of him, because we're going to give it right back to you, and we know we're going to win. We've been winning. We don't know how to lose. So we're going to have a good fight come Saturday, and we're going to keep our belt.
Well, the challenge.
Talk that shit then. Talk that shit then. Talk that shit then. Talk that shit then. I like a trainer that come and says, look, we don't know how to lose. We've been winning and we're gonna keep winning.
Become the new world middleweight champion on Saturday.
Yeah, 100%. You know, it is a massive opportunity for me, and you know, I really can't wait to get my chance on Saturday night to prove I'm the best at 160. And yeah, as I said, I'm just very excited and can't wait to get my hands on him Saturday.
Do you rate this guy? I mean, a lot of people in America, like I said, it's been really difficult to make big fights against champions. He's very, very highly rated as well, but you almost a little bit of disrespect towards him. Do you rate him? Do you just believe you're a better fighter than him? You've got to take the fight by the scruff of the neck on Saturday.
Yeah, not to get it twisted. I do respect him. He's a great fighter. He's three-time world champion, 2 different weight divisions. Was not the respectable I'd be a bit of a fool to to not think he's any good, wouldn't I? So he's obviously very good, but I see weakness.
I mean, you've been talking disrespectful though. You gonna knock his dreadlocks? It's gonna be raining dreadlocks. You've been talking disrespectful though. Don't come with disrespectful shit now.
Says I see things I can pick up on, I can exploit, and I'm fully confident I'm going to do that Saturday night, and I'm not just going to win. I'm going to win, in devastating fashion.
You've talked a good talk in this fight. You even called him an oddball as well, which is he an oddball? What gives you that impression?
He's a very strange young man.
In what way?
Every way possible.
Are you almost liking him yet, or are you going to save that till Sunday? I mean, he's a very likable guy. Listen, I'm his promoter. I do. You can be an oddball sometimes, but a very good fighter as well. And
he is a very good fighter, Ed. But and he might well be a very nice guy. Probably is, but from what I get from him, I just think he's a strange guy.
Man, what the fuck? Who cares? Who give a damn what you think about that man's personality or how he carry himself? He an eyeball. He gonna be eyeballing your ass all night. How about that? Pop, pop, bang. Pop, pop, bang. Pop, pop, bang. Pop, bang. That's all you gonna see. Liam Williams' fucking head going backwards.
How do you win on Saturday night? Do you win inside the distance? Is that the plan? You got to take the fight to him. You got to rip that belt off Demetrius Andrade.
Yeah, 100%. I don't plan on going in there and winning on points. If it goes 12, then happy days. You know, I still plan on winning, but for me, I'm going in there, crash, bang, wall up, and I'm looking to take him out. Simple as that.
Be a lot of people from back home in the UK and particularly Wales tuning in on Saturday night. We know that you are a bit of a lunatic, but you are also a bit of a boxing historian. You study the sport as well. You know that this is a massive fight for Wales and Welsh boxing as well. If you can win this fight, you become a huge star back home.
Yeah, exactly. If I win this, I'm going to be a massive star in Wales and in Britain. So, yeah, you know, I'm just very excited as I keep saying. But it's a big opportunity, and for me to win this, it's going to be life changing for me in this. So I'm excited.
Well, Demetrius Oddball Andrade, well, I mean, that could be your new nickname if you like. You know, you've been calm all the time in this camp as well. But personally, I'm so excited for this fight because I feel like the opposition that sometimes we've had to face through mandatories or through the vacant title haven't given you the opportunity to show the full ability of Demetrius Andrade. This guy can fight. This guy will bring it. He'll do all the things that other people said they were going to do, but they didn't. Maybe they couldn't do it, or maybe they didn't have the cojones to do it. You excited for Saturday? Do you think this guy is going to bring out the best in you?
I mean, listen, you know, I don't know. Until I get in there with Williams. They all say they're gonna do something to me, knock me out, beat me up, snatch my belt. You know, they all got a plan until they get hit and realize it's a different story. So
we're gonna see, Demetrius. We're gonna see. He knocked out the nigga Fox that you went the distance with. We gonna see, Demetrius. I'm pulling for you. But you better go out there and you better treat him like Luke Keeler.
it's all good. It's part of the hype. It's part of their job to do what they need to do, get in camp, get in their mind. But at the end of the day, I end up getting mind control over them anyway. And we just, you know, do what we do and get the W. But yeah, I'm be really excited. It's been since January, Super Bowl weekend, since I, you know, put my hands on somebody. And we got the knockout against Luke Keeler, who was supposed to come and take, you know, what's mine rightfully. And you know, same thing going on here. I'm back in action, Miami, Florida, you know, Fort Lauderdale, Hard Rock Casinos. This is my second home, so it's going to be a great showing, and I'm ready, and I'm going to turn up. And you know, if Williams is going to bring the fight that we all want to see, then I'm all for it. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm here, I signed, and I'm here to show what you know, the people want to see.
I guess what a lot of people don't know about you, and this is a credit to you because you've never really had to show it in any of your fights, is your toughness. Are you ready to dig deep on Saturday if need be? I mean, this is what I feel is the kind of fight that it may go that way.
Nobody's going to know until the bell rings. At the end of the day, I don't sit here and say that Williams ain't going to bring the fight or he is going to bring the fight. At the end of the day, once we get in there and if he does bring it, then we're going to see. If he doesn't, then he doesn't.
Man, fuck all that weak shit, bro. Man, fuck all that weak shit, bro. Fuck out. He been talking reckless on Twitter. And you gonna get on the stage and act like he ain't said none of that? Man, where you from? They must do shit different in Boston. They must do shit different in Boston. A nigga been yapping like that down in Little Rock, and I get on stage with him. Nigga, this microphone gonna be a goddamn me pistol. Cause I'm sending straight vocal shots at this nigga. Everything I say gonna have a punchline. It's ringing dreadlocks. It's gonna be ringing goddamn me whales, nigga. Yeah, big whales, nigga. Nigga, Free Willy, motherfucker. Where you from, Wales? Free Willy, nigga. I'm just making up shit. Niggas want to be nice.
doesn't. But we all know I'm going to bring the fight.
You're right there, Paul. Why don't you just answer it? It don't matter. Yeah, okay. And Demetrius, finally as well, I think this is our 5th fight together. You've not lost 1 round. Do you expect this to be a lot easier than people think? A lot of people, you look at the bookmakers, you look at this guy is very highly respected in the UK. They feel this is a really, really competitive fight. You don't look like a guy that feels like this is going to be a competitive
At the end of the day, I train hard and I've trained smarter every single day. I've been doing this for a very long time. I've been for all of them already.
I don't give a damn how he been training. What about the way he been talking? Eddie Hearn, ask him about the way he been talking. Liam Williams been talking cash, money, Birdman, goddamn me, Slim, Lil Wayne, and the whole cash money cruise shit.
Already. So at the end of the day, there's nothing new that I see from Williams. Okay, he's tough. He's bringing forward. All right. Well, at the end of the day, I'm going to have the answers for whatever he brings forward. I'm going to be glad to sit back and watch the beautiful boxing match that I put on after I beat him and watch and say, hey, guys, you did a great job bringing the guy that's going to come to fight.
Think you're going to school him?
School him? I mean, that's what I've been doing, schooling people. So, yeah, I'm definitely an educator.
Well, we can't wait. Liam, thank you. Francis, thank you. Dom, thank you. Joe, Paul, Demetrius, this is a fantastic fight. The WBO World Middleweight Championship live on DAZN from Miami on Saturday night. I think it's a cracking fight. One of the best pound-for-pound fighters, in my opinion, in the sport. Demetrius Andrade against Liam Williams, coming to become...
And he's willing. And he's willing. I didn't have to.
He calls himself... The thing is, he had to...
I hope it goes.
The thing is, he had to take this fight with me as well. He hasn't taken this fight out of choice either. So
I didn't have to.
He calls himself tall, dark, and handsome. He's
Black.
Short, pale, and ugly, but I'm done with him.
Yeah, right.
He's done. He's done.
Yeah, and I'm already naming you the Bus Bucket when I get done with you. All right, the Bus Bucket. All right, the machine, nah, bro. Nah,
you're getting beat up.
Who have you fought?
Who've you fought? You're the 3-time world champion.
You the thing you should be saying who you fought. Over here and take what's mine.
Who have you fought?
Why are you so tough?
I'm gonna bash you bad.
Well, we're going to see Saturday night. We're going to see Saturday night. Talk is talk, baby.
Really bad.
All right, well, bring it. Bring it. Please do.
I'm going to back it up.
Please do.
I'm going to leave you sleeping.
Please do.
Sleeping.
Please do. I'm not the guy you fought that was 11 and 20. All right? I'm not them guys, man.
I'm no Lee Keeler. I'm no Walter, whatever his fucking name was.
Who are you?
I'm a lot better than
What's
these
your
guys.
name?
Trust me.
Why are you a lot better?
I'm a lot better.
All right, well, hopefully we get to see it.
Them dreadlocks off your head.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
What's your dreadlocks? Man, I got a lot of ears to hit too, man. You got big ass ears, a big ass head. You got, that's easy target. It's easy. You easy target, bro. You easy. Sleeping. 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 Nah, bro.
I'm gonna knock you in.
I'm having a good night's sleep after that win, yeah. We can have dinner after too if you want. We can have dinner if you want.
He's still going.
You're gonna be here for a while.
I ain't having dinner with no nigga.
Yeah, of course. Right now. This is what it's all about.
You gonna eat at the kitty table, nigga.
I'm looking weak. We're gonna see Saturday night. I'm looking drained. Man, damn. I look better than you. This tall, black, and handsome, bro. Chill.
Short, pale, and ugly.
Yeah, I know. Short, pale, and ugly. Exactly. What you call yourself short, pale, ugly for, bro? Damn.
Yeah,
I'm glad you know.
I'm not claiming
I'm glad
to be beautiful, you know.
It's still Mr. Untouchable.
Well, that escalated quickly. Thank you, gentlemen. We look forward to a thrilling night on Saturday.
All right, y'all. Let's go to a little sneak peek of what they actually said to each other. All right, man. That should be a cracking ass fight. That should be a cracking ass fight. But I know y'all thinking like Mike with the title. You said the thumbnail said warning disrespectful, Mike. We ain't really got no really disrespectful shit yet, Mike. And you're right. You are absolutely right. I did kind of mislead you a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. But I can always count on. What up, though? A Detroit nigga to keep it 100 at all times. What up, though? Yeah. What up, my nigga Tony Harrison, man? I know what y'all thinking. Mike, he ain't fighting nobody though, Mike. It don't matter. When Tony Harrison talking, nigga, you better open your ears up. Real shit. Let's get to it right quick.
Brown and our fighters. We are going to be hearing from the fighters that will be squaring off in our main event this Saturday, April 17th, in the Fox PBC Fight Night main event and on Fox Deportes. The Detroit, Michigan, please welcome Tony Superbad Harrison.
D-Town's finest, man. You know, do that again. Do that again and put in D-Town's finest. I like that. I like when you do it like that. Do it one time.
Do that shit again, nigga. Do that shit again, nigga. Hey, you know what? Hey, nigga, reintroduce me, man. Reintroduce me, man. And put D-Town finest in that motherfucker when you say my goddamn name. When you say my name, nigga, put D-Town finest in that motherfucker. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Representing D-Town's finest, Tony Superbad Harrison.
I like you. Hey, man, you know what, man? I can appreciate guys like you for making this shit all fun again for me. Tom Brown, TGB, my dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it had to be with me, with any promoter, it would definitely be with Tom Brown because I toss him under the bus and he don't say nothing. He just wait till after the fight just to say something. And I like Tom, man. I like what he's doing for the sport, man. And he's probably one of the most consistent promoters in boxing right now. So if anybody's gonna promote me and promote a fight with me, is gonna be Tom. And me and Free go together, so definitely on Fox. No Showtime, no nothing that somebody got to buy. So me and Free go together. And like I said, to my opponent, man, he definitely wouldn't have been my pick, to be honest. If I had to pick somebody to fight to come back, it would probably be somebody, with a little more to lose. But
that nigga said, man, look, bro. To be honest, I don't even know this nigga. That's what he wanted to say, Tony. I know what you wanted to say, Tony. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, really, nigga, I don't even know this nigga like that, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
On his token, he's coming up to another weight class, man, that he's unfamiliar with, and a hell of a challenger, man, in himself. And I just can appreciate a guy like that for stepping up to the task. It's showing me the kind of confidence he has in himself and the kind of confidence he has in Roy and the preparation that he's prepared for to come up and face a former world champion, man. So, everything kudos to Brian Perella, man, for taking the fight, because it takes two guys to get in there to mingle for us to come to come mingle. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you, Brian, and we looking forward to something.
Hey. What the fuck Tony talking about, man? It take two niggas to mingle. What the fuck is mingle? You mean tango, nigga? You mean tango, motherfucker? What the? That nigga Tony said it take two niggas to mingle. And then it take two niggas to mingle, man. I'm dying, man. It take two niggas to mingle, y'all.
Exciting, and we're looking forward to a well placed night and a strong finish.
Absolutely, man. Hey, I appreciate you taking on the challenge as well. I'm excited to get this going.
Yeah, man. Me and you both, brother. Me and you fucking both.
It's been a long time out the ring, man. You know, it's time to get under them lights and get busy.
Hey, what's crazy is that's the best part about it. Like, me and you ain't been in this motherfucker in so long. So it's really like heavy hitter versus heavy hitter. And that's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? That's the kind of shit that makes for good fighting. That's the kind of shit that makes for a great headline. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be a shootout until one of us gets shot. And there's only gonna be one of us allowed to tell a story, my dog. And I don't think it's gonna be you. But you know what I'm saying? Like just the stuff with the challenge and we coming up to that, man. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Hey man, I'm Rambo, baby.
You know Rambo, yeah. You know I fuck with Rambo. That's my dog name. You know what I'm saying? So that's good, man. Like no, I like Brian. I swear to God, I could appreciate you, but I got unfinished business with you. You don't even know why. I tell you after the fight, but I got unfinished business with you, my brother. On God now.
Unfinished business with me.
Okay.
I got unfinished.
We're gonna go to questions. Miguel, let's go.
Sorry, guys, for dropping out. Yes, we will head on over to our media. So once again, media, if you could please raise your hand when you ask a question, and we will try to get to all of your questions for this press conference. So Andrew, take it away.
Thanks, Miguel. Our first question is going to come from Jim Conlon. Jim, you can go ahead and unmute your mic, please, and ask your question.
My question is for Tony. I suppose, Tony, family is so important for you and with your father and everything. And we've seen what your brother has done in terms of he had a promising basketball career. He came back to the family to learn the family business. And is it important to you on your first fight without your father that it's something very important?
It just took something so tragic to happen to me for him to be the leader in my corner now. I think basketball plays a great part in how he views fighting. He was a point guard, so he was a leader. He got to be able to see the whole floor. So, in that aspect of it, I think he's able to see a little more than the average person would be able to see, and break it down for me in a different kind of aspect of a sports aspect that I would need needed to come from. But like I said, my father Ali taught me how to fight, man. So all I needed was the kind of energetic boost in my corner. Somebody that knew me, somebody that knew how to get me up, somebody knew how to turn me up when it's time for me to turn up, somebody that knew how to reach me when it's time for me to be reached. In order for that stuff to come out, and I couldn't find that from a Roy Jones. I couldn't find that from a Lennox Lewis. I couldn't find that from somebody who was trying to get to know me. I had to find somebody that already knew me, how to push those buttons, how to get that dog out of me for me to prevail in the second chapter of my career.
And can I just ask one question to Bryant, if possible? Bryant, in terms of having Roy Jones in your corner, Roy Jones throughout his career has defied the odds in terms of.
That's what I thought, and that's what we come to do, man. So that's what it is. I have 100% faith in my ability, and I have a great support system, a great team, and I'm ready to go put on a hell of a show.
All right, thanks, Jim. Our next questions are going to come from JR Bell. JR, you can unmute yourself and ask your questions.
All right. My first question here is for Tony Harrison. Kind of go through those first few days in camp that you had with your brother. I know that it was, kind of emotional since it's, been a while since you've been in the ring to prepare for a fight, but now having your brother there as your chief trainer. So go through those first few days and how you adjusted and got back to, doing your own thing.
Really, I'm not an emotional kind of guy, to be honest, man. I'm really not that emotional. So, when it comes to fighting, I don't even put my emotions intact. I just really go in there and just do it. You know what I mean? I've been doing it my whole life. So it's something I just That's something I just going in, brother. What? It's something I just go in there and do. I really like for me, for my first couple days, my first couple sparring sessions, man, I got my ass kicked. And really, I don't even think I got my ass kicked, but it felt like I got my ass kicked because coming back from 16 months off, your first couple hits, the first couple times you get hit, your nose is bleeding. Your first time you get hit, your lip bleeding, your head banging at the end of the sparring. So it was really just like my body had to get accustomed to the shit that we've been going through my whole life. You know what I mean? So my first couple of sessions of sparring was rough. It was rough. It was like my first day of varsity practice as a freshman in high school team playing on the varsity team. So it was kind of like I was getting hit by senior linebackers and stuff like that. But it was rough. And I just had to get my body back in the groove of the same kind of stuff I was doing before I took 16 months off. So it was rough. It was rough, man. I had a lot of scars that I don't like those first couple of days, but I was so motivated to know I could do better. And I knew that the sky was the limit from those days. So it just was a starting point for me to motivate myself to say, okay, this is where you are. This is where you have to get in order to be prosperous in this fight. So for me, it was just more of a motivation kind of thing. And at the end, at the end of camp, I came from being the one busted up to busting shit up. So I feel I done came a long way from the beginning. That's for sure.
Yeah, gotcha.
For Tony, you had great numbers in the rematch with Charlo. It was an exciting fight. I feel like fans on Fox got a chance to see everything that a boxing match can bring, can show the fans. But with him approaching undisputed, if he is able to get that accomplishment, do you think things will line up for you to be able to get that trilogy fight when he's kind of trying to move towards maybe fighting on pay-per-view and whatnot?
I mean, everybody in the world knows I would love a third fight with a guy that I know I believe I could beat. But I'm not even gonna get off topic. Like that's not even our topic of discussion. I'm not gonna take away the shine that Perella is. I'm not gonna take away from the spotlight that the guy that I'm in front of name is Brian Perella. So Charlo don't even matter right now. And like I said, if I don't take care of the step that's in front of me, we don't even talk about Charlo. So I'm not even gonna discuss something that don't even fucking matter to me right now. So no disrespect to nobody, but I'm not gonna take away from the opponent that's right there in front of me because he's there and he's a live guy. He's coming to win, and he's just as motivated as me. So I'm not looking past nothing but Brian Perella at this moment.
Okay, last question. You did kind of speak on where you thought Perella is and coming back to face him when we opened this call. I'm just wondering, is it kind of a benefit for you to come back against Perella to see how the corner performs in case there's any adversity with all of that experience no longer being there that your father possessed?
I think that's a great question, but I think me fighting a guy like Perella has nothing to lose and everything to gain. So I think it's one of those fights where, he can't lose. Even though he's gonna lose, he can't lose. Like he's coming up to a new division fighting a former world champ. He cannot lose. Like no way in hell do he hold his head down off anything that happens from his fight because he can't lose. Like he's stepping up to the challenge as a competitor, and that's all you can expect each and every fighter to do. If we can get the kind of attitude that Brian Perella possessed and some of the guys that are top guys, then I probably wouldn't be fighting Perella right now. But for Perella, he has nothing to lose and everything to gain. For me, I have everything to lose and really nothing to gain for beating the guy that's coming up to my weight division. You know what I mean? So for me, it's like I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna get the job done. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna look exciting. But like I said, the marquee part in this matchup is that both of us are heavy hitters. Both of us are coming off long layoffs, and both of us have new trainers. Both of us got new corners. So I think whoever executes the plan the best and the quickest and the most will be successful in the fight. So, like I said,
Do y'all think Tony Harrison sounds worried? Y'all think Tony Harrison sounds worried, man? I mean, I'm hearing him giving like a lot of praise. Like he coming up, he ain't got nothing to lose. I got everything to lose. Does he seem a little bit worried? I don't know, man. I don't know. But what I do know is we about an hour in, and I think I'm gonna cut this show right now. I probably will be back tonight for another show around 9 o'clock. Jamal Charlo. I don't want to do it, but I gotta do it. Jamal Charlo. Man, we gotta discuss it, man. Who is that dude? Who is that dude? We gotta show that David Benavidez fighting Uzcategui, Jamal fighting this dude. Why PBC didn't just put these two dudes together? That's gonna be the topic of discussion tonight. See y'all around 9 o'clock. Peace out. Drop that beat on. Yes, sir.
Sometimes you gotta give people their flowers. While they can still smell them. Mark Nash, Michael Gross, the boss. My nigga, my brother. Let's get this shit done, Mike. We all love sports, right? Mike Ross, the boss. This is Mike on sports. He smoke competition, same time smoke a port. When it comes to debating, he's one of the greatest. Put him on the A-list over Kellerman and Bayless. If you missed the show, couldn't make it, just log on and click the playlist. That boy always working, not to be played with. Hit subscribe and the bell for the latest. Mike Ross, the boss. Mike on sports.